Welcome back to Minecraft Bingo. This is Fetchr 5.2 by Neunizer. Let's go ahead and do a 25 item blackout challenge. So we're going to generate a new random card with new random seed. And we'll see what 25 items we need to collect to complete this blackout challenge. Let's see. Let's take a look at the card first. So we need Armadillo Scoot, Spyglass, which is Amethyst Shard. So we need a Geode. Plus 2 copper, we need the purple dye. That's just red and blue. We need baked potato. Cooked rabbit meat, the sweet berries. Hopper, so chest and 5 iron. We need the smoker, which is a furnace and 4 logs. The jungle sapling, we need a pumpkin. Sheared and torch for the jack-o'-lantern. Vine is a shear item. We need terracotta and red and white dye for, or just pink dye, I guess, from a peony for the pink glazed terracotta. We need the activator rail, which I don't remember the crafting recipe for, so we'll have to see if we can figure that out. I know we need redstone for that. I'm not sure what else we need. Spore blossom, so lush cave. We need a dripstone cave for the dripstone block. We need the dark oak sapling. Oh, we got 2 saplings. Interesting. The piston, which is ironwood and cobblestone. We need the dried kelp block. 2 diamonds for the hoe. Suspicious stew is red and brown mushroom plus a flower. We need 5 gunpowder and 4 sand for TNT. Unless we can loot it, we need flint and steel. Redstone repeater, so 3 cooked stone, 3 redstone. The pale moss block and a red bed. All in all, not a bad card. We should try to get wood where we need the saplings. So roof forest and jungle. What do we see in this seed? There is a lot of taiga here, even below us. So I think red berries, the sweet berries, should be pretty easy to get, I think. If we go into some sections of the taiga here, I'd be surprised if we didn't get it. There's roof forest. It's got mushrooms, red and brown for the suspicious stew. And we'll see what else it has down there. There's some jungle at the end of it. We do have a couple of spots here with the pink. Do we need... We don't have any pink on the card, though. No, what is that biome? The Cherry Grove? No Cherry Grove items, I think, which is a pity, actually. And I don't see any pale garden biomes, which is, oh, right there, pale garden. Okay, so we can get the moss block pretty close to spawn. I'm not sure what this is yet. It almost looks like mangrove swamp, but I don't think it is. We'll see. So pale moss needs to be a priority before we leave the spawn areas. There's a flowering azalea down there, so we have lush cave. We should look for the spore blossom before we wander off. I see flowers. We've got yellow, and there might be some red and blues in there for the purple dye. I'm not sure. Let's just jump in. We don't have much time. I'm trying to complete this challenge in under an hour. So let's see if we can make that a possibility. All right, if there was a choice, I would have started punching wood somewhere else, but this is where we spawned, and so this is where we'll collect wood for tools. Eventually, we will have to chop some dark oak wood and jungle wood as well for the saplings. Let's see. Do I have time to punch this entire tree, or can I escape a little early? Because we have plenty of wood already. Okay, there we go. That's the bottom of it. Let's go ahead and make a crafting table and some sticks, and then I see some stone nearby where we can get started with tools. Let's see. Crafting table, sticks. That'll do nicely. We got a spruce sapling, don't need it. And there's stone right down here. Let's just plunk down the old crafting table. We'll make a pickaxe. And while we're in here, we may as well go ahead and make ourselves a boat out of spruce wood. We'll keep that on the hotbar for later. And there's exposed stone all over. I guess we'll just start right here. Alright, as soon as I can upgrade my pick, I will. Maybe we just grab a little bit extra stone for some of the other tools we need, such as the axe and shovel. So we need to be on the lookout for pumpkins. I'm going to start naming items randomly to remind myself of what we need. Let's upgrade our pickaxe and craft some of the other tools. There we go. That's not how you do that. There we go. Let's make an axe and shovel next. Like this, and then we'll slide them over where I like them. We don't have enough cobblestone for a furnace yet, but we soon shall. Let's mine some more stone. Let's see, it's only the... When we find a savanna biome later, it's only the scoot from the armadillo we need, so we don't need to worry about brushes. Do we need any copper at all? I don't see any copper on the card. We should get a village maybe, but we might be able to loot a potato in a shipwreck. Although we don't need the armor trim, so that's nice. It's really not that hard of a card. We'll try and see if we can get it done quickly. We need to do mob hunting on the first night if possible, so... What mob? We need bones probably, unless we can find white dye. Here, let's make some furnaces. I mined a little bit too much cobblestone, but that's fine. We'll use it eventually. Let's go get a little bit more wood, maybe in the roof forest, because we're done here now. So the roof forest is all the way over there. Maybe we should circle around, look for red berries first. Why don't we do that? We'll look for the sweet berries, which I always call red berries. They are red. That's just not what they're called. Do we need flowers before we leave? I remember seeing yellow here. Is there blue or red? Okay, we've got some sheep hiding over here, at least one. Let's grab the sheep. That'll be a little bit of food and some wool. I don't see any of the flowers I need here. Okay, there's more sheep hiding up here. Let's get enough for a bed, and then we don't have a painting. What else would we need wool for? Probably nothing. I think we do need leather, though, and we definitely need sugarcane, so we'll look out for those items. Okay, there's some pale garden up there, but we're going to circle around to this one instead. I came over here to see about some berries, and I don't see any yet. We'll keep looking. What's in here? Dripstone cave. We do need the dripstone block. Let's see if we can get over to that iron as well. This would be a good early get. Oh, there's dripstone right there. Can we dig in and get this? Looks like we can. Our first item, the dripstone block. All right, let's get down to this iron over here. A little bit risky to do, but I think it'll definitely be worth it to get some iron early. Maybe we can get that vine out of the way, which is a shear item, and or make a pickaxe as well if we can. All right, where is the iron? It's beneath me. Down we go. Okay, I don't want to lose this iron over the side. Let's do something smart here. Let's mine this one first. Then we can mine this one safely. Okay, there's more here. More than I thought there was going to be. Let's mine this one next. Did we keep it? I think we did. I'm trying to get them all to fall in my inventory, and I think we were successful. So all in all, we got 6 iron. That's enough for shears and a pickaxe. I don't think we need a shield. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of this cave. This was a good find. Oh, is that Lush Cave? No, that's just the other side of this cave, so we don't need to go over there for the spore blossom. Let's go back and start looking for red berries again. Sweet berries. I know they're called sweet berries. Okay, mushroom. We definitely need at least one. I'll grab 2 for the stew. And let's see, what else can we get here? I'm circling around to the roof forest, but I want to stop at the Pale Garden. I don't think there's going to be berries this high up. I notice every time the berries are always lower, like near the water. Up high in the taiga is usually nothing. All right, there should be... Let's see. Oh, we've got a cave entrance here with some coal. I wouldn't mind stealing a little bit of coal. Very useful. We'll make some torches or something out of it. Yeah, let's grab a little bit extra. I think we can afford that. All right, let's get up and out of here. I see the pale moss, and so we'll grab that next. Let's see. Are there any conveniently placed? Yeah, down here. Okay, nice. Good ding. I like it. We can make a bed anytime. Let's go down to the roof forest now and get the mushrooms. I kind of want to make the bed now. We should cook some food too. And we can cook iron at the same time. Let's make a quick pit stop before nighttime comes. We have some things to do. What happened to my crafting table? I put it down already. Very good. Oh, I hear mobs coming. Let's throw in some fuel here. We're going to cook some iron, and this one is going to be food. The rest of this coal can be torches. And let's see, get that flour out of there. All right, this looks pretty good here. Let's go ahead and craft that bed while we're waiting, and I'll take a look at the card again and see if there's anything else we want to do. I need more wood, but we're getting to that. Very soon we'll have that sapling and some more wood. Hello, bees. You surprised me there. What about this cave area here? Is this any good? This is where we just came from, isn't it? Okay, that's where the zombie is. We'll see if he makes it all the way over to me. Okay, roof forest is beneath us. We made a boat. Yeah, so it'll be really fast to get down there. And we'll go ahead and make the shears now so that we can get the vine. And we'll save it for the jack-o'-lantern. Let's grab the food, and it looks like our iron is smelted. Let's make ourselves an iron pickaxe. That'll be very useful later when we need things like redstone. All right, it looks like we're done smelting here. Let's take our furnaces and go down and get some more items. All right, we boat off because it's fastest, right? Are we going to land near a red mushroom? It looks like we're pretty close to a red mushroom. Let's go and mine this tree down, and then we'll hit up that red mushroom on the way down. Oh man, I was trying to stay up in the tree, but it's fine. We can do the same thing from down below. Okay, this is a lot of logs. We need to remember to save some of these as logs for the smoker. But most of them can be planks, which we'll use for fuel and crafting later. Can we get some leaf decay, or am I going to have to punch? It seems like I might have to do some tree punching. Remember, we're going to get more wood later because we have to chop a jungle tree as well. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Let's get rid of this by making it sticks. There we go, and then we'll do... Let's see, let's save 4 dark oak for the smoker. In fact, we could just make the smoker now. It's fine. Let's make a couple more sticks to get rid of the spruce, and I'll call that good. Oh man, another log. That's fine. All right, red mushrooms. There we go, and let's put our crafting table down. We can do some things. Let's make bowls. Is this how you make bowls? It is. And then we'll put the red and brown mushrooms in with a flower to make it suspicious. All right, let's get rid of this bowl. Where do we go next? Did we get the sapling? I didn't hear the ding. Let's start chopping some leaves. Very unfortunate here that we didn't get the ding. I need it, and it's almost nighttime. Although we do have a bed ready. Those are my bowls back. I don't want those. I don't need these saplings either. Just give me the dang ding. All right, we need to go back up then. Here we go. Start punching some of these leaves. Let's try to detach them from the other tree areas. We'll see if we can get some full-on leaf decay here. I'm not leaving without the sapling. Okay, there it is. I see the sapling. Looks like we got more than one. All right, we go now to the jungle. We'll get a shear, or we'll get the, oh, look, food. We don't need cows for milk, right? So it's just leather and food. And it looks like we did just get a little bit of both. All right, are there more cows here? I need the sugar cane. Okay, I think we picked up most of it. Where's my shears? Let's go ahead and grab the vine. You know, there are chickens here. We don't need bamboo. What we need are the jungle leaves. Is there a jungle tree that I can chop, or is this the... Okay, across the water. Let's go across the water here, and we'll chop this tree, the one with the parrots on it. We don't need a cocoa bean. We just need the sapling. There are 2 jungle trees here right next to each other, and I think we need to take the logs out of both of them in order to get a sapling here. Let's see if we can make that happen. Here, we can actually stack up here if we need to. The wood's not so important. It's the sapling I need. Sorry, birds. I know you were using the tree. Okay. That'll work for now. What can we do here while we're waiting for the sapling? We can cook more food. Yeah, let's put a furnace down and we'll cook a little bit more food. We have plenty of fuel. And let's make a new axe because ours is almost gone. And we're going to start hunting some mobs. I just need to remember exactly which ones I need. Which mobs are we after? Let's look at the card. We need rabbit meat. We don't really need string. Oh, we just need 5 gunpowder. And we can use bones for white dye. So just skeletons and creepers is all we're after. We don't care about spiders this time, which is strange. All right, the jungle is not the best place to hunt mobs. Maybe we can find someplace better. I just need the sapling here quickly. Can we get a little bit faster decay? I should check the ground too. There could be a sapling already that fell, including in the water. Squid, do we need black ink? We don't have gray dye on the card, right? Why am I chasing this guy? I don't know. I guess we don't need it. What do we need that we can go after? Just the sapling, I guess. I was trying to... Okay, still no sapling, right? What is going on with these leaves? All right, let's go punch a few more of these jungle leaves up here. I thought that I had chopped enough for the leaf decay, but clearly I hadn't. Come on, drop your leaves. I'll take your logs. There, now you don't have any choice. What was that noise? Oh, that's the vine breaking. No worries. That was a stick, I think. Come on, jungle sapling. You're not a hard item to get. From this many trees, we should have easily gotten a sapling by now. Let's check to make sure we didn't miss one that fell. There we go. Done. And it looks like our food is cooked as well. All right, we pick up all of that stuff. And off we go, looking for creepers and skeletons so that we can sleep away the night finally. Let's go out over here. See if we can find these mobs. We need to move anyway. Let's see, I need kelp still. Okay, there's a creeper next to the spider there. 2 spiders, in fact. I don't want to fight the spiders. So we're gonna look for other creepers, I think. Maybe this way. Do we need sand? I feel like we need sand. If we don't, I'll throw this out later. It seems like we need sand, but maybe we don't. Because there's no concrete on the card, right? And no glass bottle. So where do we go next? We could try to find a lush cave quickly. Oh, the spider is following me? Oh, that's a hole. That's a hole and a half. You know what? That creeper is still there. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, don't blow up. Don't. Ah, come on. Alright, baby zombie is coming. We gotta go. Goodbye, baby zombie. Goodbye, spider. A village would be nice about now. Let's go grab some kelp from the ocean and find a nice flat place. Here's kelp. Find a nice flat place, I think, to hunt some mobs before we lose the rest of the nighttime. I'm one kelp short. Give me one more. Okay, there we go. What's all this light over here? We don't need sea pickles, so we probably don't need any of this. Is that... There's something up ahead that I can't tell what it is, but this is a good way to go. Let's see if we can hunt mobs on this beach area. That was a ruined portal. Let's swing back around. We never did get red berries. That could be a problem later. Alright, let's see. Where's the chest? I see it on that side. Let's go over to it. Okay, flint and steel is good. We don't need the shovel. Alright, that's it. That's all we got here. There's cactus green. Do we need cactus for anything? I'm gonna try a stealthy approach over here to the beach. Let's put down a furnace. Okay, there's a creeper. Never mind the furnace. We need to hunt these creepers without them exploding in our face. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try this one over here. So far, all the creepers have exploded on us. Come on. Alright, we finally got some gunpowder. It wasn't easy, but we did it. Let's keep hunting. We don't need cactus, right? No cyan dye? There is no cyan dye on the card. Alright, where do we go now for creeper hunting? The sun is gonna come up soon. Oh, there's more pale garden up there. Oh, we don't need it. We finished our pale garden item. Okay, more creepers over here. Perfect. Let's see if we can get them. You know, we could try to put them in a boat. Let's see if we can get them in. Please don't explode. Okay, there we go. And now we just need to get rid of the skeleton. And we should be able to get the creepers easily. Alright, we got all the drops from that skeleton. Bones. Only one bone, but that's like 3 dye, I think. Let's get rid of the spider. Even though we don't need it. We did get a string and a spider eye. Very nice. And there are no mobs left. Let's see if we can... Oh! Flowering azalea. That means... No! Alright, well I got my boat back. We're still only at 1 gunpowder. With this flowering azalea here, I think we should go down and look for the spore blossom before we leave. Let's try to do that quickly. In fact, we could just go ahead and start our caving now. Alright, hold on now. I don't want to fall in, and I got too much stuff here. My inventory is full. I need to manage it, but we have other priorities at the moment. Okay, water is not great. Let's make some doors. Let's put down our crafting table. We have plenty of wood. We can craft some doors, and we'll try to find a way in here. While we're waiting, put down a furnace, and we'll throw in our kelp. And what else can we smelt? We can combine these axes to save some space in our inventory. What did we need the paper for? I don't know. And we still don't have blue and red dye. We don't have baked potato. We do have some cobblestone. Let's go ahead and get that smoker out of the way. All right, so that's furnace, and are these logs? These are logs. Wait, we kept jungle logs too. Let's use those up. Okay, smoker is off the card. Kelp block. Okay, so we have kelp coming in. Very good. We can make that soon. Can we make... Oh, we don't have the redstone yet. We don't have the terracotta. We don't have the pumpkin. Alright, so what do we need underground? We need redstone. We need diamonds. Some lapis would be nice. And that's about it. And some iron. Alright. Oh, I was going to make doors. Alright, give me wood for doors. We'll make a bunch, actually. We'll make 12 doors? 9 doors. 9 doors will be fine. More doors, the better. Alright, get out of my inventory. Okay, we're almost done with kelp. In fact, we can take this out of the furnace. Let's go ahead and pick up both furnaces. And we'll make a kelp block. There we go. And then let's make... Can we make a trash hole over here? Alright, let's get rid of some junk. We don't need kelp. We don't need sand. Let's wear this. We don't need spider eye. What else can we get rid of? We don't need this. We don't need dirt. We don't need rooted dirt. And wasn't there something that I needed leather for? I can't remember now. Anyways, let's go with our doors and try to find this lush cave. Okay, there's lapis here, and there's tons of iron. Let's grab the iron, and we'll get the lapis too in just a moment. There might be lush cave back here. I need to be in the door. There we go. How much iron is this? And am I picking it up? Okay, it looks like we got most of it. Let's check it. Okay, 6 iron is good. Let's try to grab the lapis in the ceiling. And I think we're going to try to dig down and find the spore blossom. There's some lapis. There's some lapis. Did we pick it up? Let's check. Yes, we got the lapis, so that'll be good for blue dye. And I think we just go down now. Oh, there's more iron. All right, let's get it. And it's above me, so it won't go anywhere. All right, there's one more piece here. Can I mine it? Oh, that's slow. But it was possible. All right, let's mine this. And I think we just need to go down now. Let's go down over here. Maybe we can bypass the water altogether. Can I stand here? Oh, I picked up all my junk. It's fine. Okay, let's just mine down here where the junk was and see if we can find this lush cave. Maybe we should make a staircase? Oh, there's so much gravel here. I'm just looking for a way down. We should use torches instead of mining every gravel block, but that's fine. At least we're getting a staircase here. Where are we at now? 24 minutes in. Oh, the gravel. It's so annoying. Why is there a gravel patch here? Okay, we're just gonna mine straight down. I know it's risky. Okay, we got a cave. I need this to be a lush cave. Stupid spider. It's coming straight at me. I came down here for lush cave. Oh, creeper. We need creeper still. There's a skeleton as well. You're gonna ruin everything. All right, let me get some food. We'll pick up the gunpowder. There's another spider. And where do we go now for lush cave? Because this does not look like lush cave, even though there is a lot of iron here that I want. What is this bit here? Yeah, this doesn't look good, and we're not very low yet either. Let's grab this iron. What happened to the lush cave? I dug down under the azalea tree on purpose. Here, let me grab this iron here. And there's more. There's a lot more. Can I stand on this? No. How about this? All right, there we go. We just got a bunch of iron. That's lovely. So where do we go now then? I see even more iron. There's another, oh, 2 creepers over here. Let's see if we can get more gunpowder. Okay, I see gunpowder that fell. And that's what I needed sand for, by the way, was TNT. Let's pick this up. What are we up to now? I see some redstone there that I want. We are up to 4 gunpowder, so we're still 1 short for the... Oh, you jerk. Another spider. There's so much iron down here. I think I see the lush cave now. Okay, let's get over there. So much iron. Okay, forget the iron. We go for spore blossom, which we should see the little particles. Okay, nothing on the ceiling, I think. We've got axolotl in a pool. And a bunch of drip leaf. Okay, there doesn't seem to be spore blossom here. Is there more lush cave? Well, maybe around the corner. Let's check up here. Okay, there we go. Spore blossom. That's what I came down here for. There we go. Oh, I can't get it. There we go. And now we leave. No, redstone. We need redstone. So we need to go lower, but we can go back. There's gold too. We don't need it. Let's go back this way. Don't need glow berries either. Swim. Thank you. And we go back the way we came, because we're going to go out. We're going to go back to the surface that way. We just need redstone. Glow ink? Do we need glow ink? No, we don't need it, do we? Alright, I just need redstone. Is that redstone? No. We really don't need glow ink. We need 2 diamonds, though. And I'm ready to mine it. What about if we just keep going straight down right here? Will we get to redstone and diamonds? Maybe. Okay, more lapis. I guess we don't really need more lapis. And we just hit deep slates. My inventory is... Ugh. Okay, we have doors, so this isn't such a big deal. But let's look around for redstone and diamonds. We're still a little bit too high up, I think. There's tropical fishies here. Let's see, where did we come down from? I want to save the spot. Okay, there it is. There's redstone also, right next to where we came down. I can't mine it because I'm not in a door. Alright, we can fix that. Oh, there is redstone. I guess I did mine it. I just can't pick it up. Okay, we got some redstone there. Did we get all the redstone? Alright, let me make like a little tower thing here so I can remember the way out. We must have some extra blocks. Yes, we do. Okay, we'll just place 1 cobble there. And we'll place a door... Where can I put it? Here. Here. I can't place the door. And I'm not in a door. That's great. Okay, let's try here then. Is there a cave behind this? There is. Is it water-filled? It doesn't seem like it should be water-filled. Okay, it's not. There's more lush cave down here. I don't see diamonds. I think we have plenty of redstone, so that's all we're after now, is 2 diamonds. Let's go lower. Alright, this is not a good place to be. Let's go back up. I'm gonna get lost down here. This is an epic cave. Alright, let's see if we see diamonds. I see redstone. I do not see diamonds. We fell into this pool, so we should be able to get back up the same way we came down. Let's leave a torch here. Alright, look for diamonds. Look for diamonds. That's all we're here for. Rooted dirt. I mean, the gunpowder would be nice. I just saw some. Or creepers, that is. We can use this water to go lower. Let's do it. YOLO. And now we're in trouble. Because there are a ton of mobs here. Spider, I see you. Creeper, that's a problem. Those spiders are fast. Another creeper. I would love to fight the creepers. I just need diamonds. Where are the diamonds? Spider. Skeleton. There must be diamonds somewhere. We need a geode as well for the spyglass if we see one of those. Okay, there's the diamonds, but we're going to have to fight skeletons to get to them. Start with this guy. And then we'll get this guy out of the way. Alright, let's stack up to get out of range of the zombies. I think this will work. How high up can we go? Mine the diamonds. Can I even pick them up? Probably not. Okay, that's a problem. I can't pick up the diamonds, and I've got a creeper on me, and there's no food on my hotbar. Okay, let's just stack up right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's grab some food. I knew we had steak, and then I'll go back and get those diamonds in just a moment. After we get rid of Mr. Creeper, pesky guy. Just in case we don't have enough redstone, let's grab here, and now we go back for the diamonds, which we still can't pick up because of the rotten flesh. The other diamonds are there. Let's craft the hoe. There we go. And now we get out of here. We got everything we came for except the gunpowder. Ooh, that was dangerous. Oh, I'm in the water. We didn't get gunpowder, I think. Let me check. Yeah, we only have 4. Let's try to lure one of these guys over. Can you pathfind to me? Because that would be great if you could. And there's 2 here. Okay, we did get the gunpowder. Let's get rid of this guy. And now we go. Alright, is this the water column that we came down? That's the question. I left a torch up here somewhere. Okay, there it is. And then we go up this water column. Trying to find my way back now. Yes, through here. Very good. There's my door. Now we stack out here. And let's use cobblestone, I guess. We need to save some cobblestone, but we can use this to get back up. What am I stuck on? Why is there a block here? I don't remember that being a thing. How did I get down here? Here, let's check. Okay, maybe, there we go. This is how I came. Do I have any blocks I can use to stack? Not really. We'll just use cobble. We need to smelt iron when we get back to the surface for the hopper. And then we've got a lot. Oh, okay. I want to keep going up. We need to find, what is this? Okay. Yes, this is good so far. I recognize all of these things. Okay, we go here now, I guess. And how did we get in here? No, this is how we came in. Where's the way out? There should be... There it is. Okay, I see it. What blocks can I use? I don't want to use up all my cobblestone. Here, we'll use this deep slate, I guess. And which block do... Okay, here's the column. It looks like it's nighttime on the surface. Let's use sandstone to stack out. Do we have a bed? Oh, is that a witch? That's dangerous. Here, let's see if we can make a place to sleep quickly. That witch is bad news. We have a bed, and we don't need nighttime. As long as that witch doesn't fall down my hole, I should be okay. All right, we have a lot of surface items to collect. The witch won't burn in the daylight. Let's put down a crafting table. We can put down a furnace too. I'm probably not going to be able to wait out the witch, but we can do some things while we're down here waiting. We can make the TNT. We can smelt some iron. Is that logs? That's planks. Let's make the other furnace active as well so we can split the iron. We'll use the rest of the planks for that. So let's make the TNT. No, I'm doing it wrong. It's like this. And then gunpowder. All right, TNT is done. We can make the piston. No, we can't make the piston. Why not? I don't have planks in my inventory. Let's make planks. Okay, I can make the piston now. There we go. Piston is done. Let's see how the iron is doing. All right, we can use the iron for a hopper. Let's make a chest. I hear you, witchy guy. What are you doing up there anyways? All right, let's make a hopper. Let's grab some more iron. And what else can we make? The repeater. Let's take this iron out. We'll put in 1, 2, 3 cobblestone. Move the iron up here. And then we'll be able to... How do you make the activator rail? Let's see. I think we need more cooked stone for the activator rail. Let's put in some extra. I think we need a pressure plate. I'm pretty sure you need a pressure plate. Okay, pink glazed terracotta we still can't do. Purple dye still can't do. Baked potato. What about the bed? Nope, we don't have red dye. But we don't have red dye for the purple dye either. Okay, so we still have some things to do. All right, we've got stone now for the repeater. Let's quick craft it. I'm short something. Oh, I never made the redstone torches, right? 1, 2 torches, and now we can make the repeater. Let's find out what the activator rail is. Okay, activator, really? Can we do rail? No. Okay, I'm pretty sure we need to make a pressure plate. I don't know what else is involved, but let's try making a pressure plate and see what happens. Maybe we need gold? Is it gold we need? I don't know. Let's pick up our furnaces. It's time to go up. I can't think of what we are possibly missing. All right, we got to stack up now. Witch or no witch, it's time to go up to the surface. We might take a hit from the witch here, but let's see if we can get away quickly. All right, witch is coming over. I don't need these blocks anymore. Let's sail away. In which direction should we go? It doesn't really matter, as long as it's got taiga or badlands. There we go, badlands. Let's take care of the terracotta quickly, and then we'll go look for red dye. How are we doing for time? 40 minutes. You know, we might actually make it this time. Okay, so red bed, once we get red dye, and I don't need the bed anymore, that might be one of the later items we do. Let's grab 8 terracotta, and that'll be all we need from the badlands here. We'll figure out the activator rail later. I'm not too worried about it at the moment. This is all regular terracotta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all we need here. We still need the scoot. Let's check out the savannah. See if there's an armadillo here. There is. Have you guys not been loaded, or you are loaded? Put one of you in a boat. Okay, we got the scoot. Okay, never mind. Don't need you in the boat anymore. Okay, let's get rid of that pressure plate. Can we drop some junk quickly? Oh, another scoot there. Didn't need it. All right, let's go find some flowers, and we need to hunt rabbits. So maybe over here in the desert we can find some bunnies. I see red dye. Let me drop some stuff quickly. We don't need this. We don't need this. Extra gunpowder. We'll keep the arrows. Don't need the kelp. Don't need the spider eye. Okay, I think all those things are true. And we'll grab 2 red, 1 for the bed, and 1 for the purple dye. In fact, we can just get rid of the purple dye right now. And we can discard the purple. Is there another flower around here? Yes, right here. Let's grab a flower. Hello, turtle. Put that in our offhand, and we'll see if we can lure some turtles over. Not turtles. I just saw turtles and said turtles, but actually what we need are bunnies, and there's a lot of desert here. Okay, look for the hoppity the bunnies. There's one. There's a bunny rabbit right there, fully grown. Dropped meat, very good, and hide, which is awesome, but we don't need it. Let's get a furnace so we can cook this thing, and then we'll see if we want to dig this portal up. Probably not. All right, where's the... Oh, the chest is right here. Nothing inside that we need, right? I'll take that silk touch hoe. No, I don't need it. Never mind. Don't need it. All right, does anyone know how to make an activator rail? Do I need to look it up? I'm gonna need to look it up, aren't I? Shoot. I know it's redstone. I thought it was pressure plate. I don't know what I'm missing. Here, let me try one more time. Where's my crafting table? So if I just spell it, activator, there it is, activator rail. It's iron, 1 redstone torch, and I can do those things. Did I say 1 redstone torch or 2? It might have been just 1. Okay, iron, I think it's 2 sticks, and then it was all iron, right? Okay, there it is. Good to know. No pressure plate needed. And I crafted 1 too many redstone torches. So I guess we don't need that anymore. We can do the pink glazed terracotta anytime. In fact, let's just do it now. Okay, crafting table back down. We make pink dye. So red and white. Oh, I need 1 more red dye. Why do I always underestimate these things? Let's put in the terracotta with the pink. Let's throw down a furnace and throw in 1. A little bit of fuel, and that should be good enough. Let's see. I don't need to craft anything. Let's toss some junk over here. We don't need pink dye. We don't need pink terracotta. Alright, that's good. And this should be done. Yes, it is. We need red berries. We need a pumpkin. We need a potato. And we need 1 more red dye. There's a village. Is village good? It's a savannah village. So no red berries here. We still need a spyglass. I haven't grabbed the copper for that yet. We don't need a brown banner. Do we need redstone still? We have 9. What is this house? Saddle and some leather armor. What are we wearing? We already have pants. Let's grab... Yeah, we'll grab the armor. Okay, we don't need cauldron. No brown banner needed. We do need a potato. This is wheat. This is wheat. That's a melon. Haha. Very funny. I don't see a potato here. And this is a very small village. Yeah, there's no potato here. These are all wheat. What about this over here? Wheat, wheat, wheat. All right, I think we're not going to get the potato here. Let's move on. What's this? It's all melon and wheat, as you can tell from all the seeds there. We don't need melon. What we need is pumpkin. All right, let's go get a red flower. And we need to try to find some copper and a geode. Plus, we still need taiga for the berries. All right, first things first, let's get the red bed ready to go. That's such an easy one to miss if we don't have the red dye ready. It's almost nighttime. We don't need mob drops, so we'll use the bed one more time. And we're at 46 minutes, so we need to hurry. Okay, I see red dye up there. Let's go over. We should look for geos from the ocean, I think. Here, let's try to get up here. Can I just stack up? Give me. We don't need sand anymore. Perfect for stacking. Red dye. I saw red dye over here. Where did it go? Okay, I think it was this way. No copper, right, on that wall. Let's sleep. I don't want mob troubles. All right, we've slept. Red dye was. This terrain sucks. All right, what is this? A hole with nothing in it. Where's my sand? Creeper spawns. Let's avoid the creeper. I guess we didn't really do that great a job avoiding the creeper. Really, spider too? Come on, you guys. I slept pretty early. Oh man. Skeletons and creepers. Ruining my good time. Let's go find a taiga. I just saw a taiga. I went right past a spruce tree. I know I did. Okay, more desert, more savanna that way. Don't need it. Let's go down here. Looking for copper. Looking for geodes. This is a good way to find geodes, but I don't see one here. Let's go back up. Okay, we've got some spruce here, some taiga on the right. We should check for berries. Very important that we find berries. Another small taiga, so probably no berries here. Yeah, taiga's already finished. That was fast. There's some up the hill there, but like I said earlier, I don't usually find berries high up, so I don't know if that's worth checking. Unless we see them from here, which I don't. So where to now, you ask? I don't know, but we only have like 10 minutes left. So let's go to that taiga over there. Check for geodes quickly. Okay, no geodes here. There's some copper. Do we still have doors? Copper is usually not that hard to find, but we need to get our ingots ready for the spyglass. Okay, let's check here. Oh, it's got snow in this taiga, so I don't think we're going to get berries here. But we can get pumpkins. That's great. And we can make that item right away. Where's my torches? Torches, but also this. And let's go ahead and torch this. That's why we've been carrying around torches. Jack-o'-lantern done. Nice, we got an item checked off the card. All right, looking for berries. in this taiga biome, but it's frozen, so there are no berries. I'm fairly certain there are no berries here. Let's try to find a warmer taiga. We were lucky to get the pumpkins, honestly. Let's get out of here. I don't need shears on the hotbar. I don't need seeds. I don't need activator rails or saplings. Alright. A little bit of fall damage to avoid picking up my trash. It's totally worth it. Don't you worry. Totally worth it. Alright. Geode. Let's look for a geode again. This is all gravel colored. Geodes stick out because they're covered in basalt, smooth basalt. So they're usually pretty easy to see. What is that? Sounds like there's an ocean monument nearby, but I don't see it. Alright, there's more taiga this way. Let's go check for berries again. Looking for geodes. Hard to do. Yeah, I don't see any basalt. It's pretty dark, so it should be noticeable. Oh, I need to turn my boat. Alright, let's have a bite to eat. I'm gonna check really quick to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, no, there's no geode there. Alright, please be berries here. It's a lot of taiga. And here's our copper right here. I think we just need one. Yep, that's enough. We'll smelt that up in just a moment. Let's see. Let's get ready though. What's that? Nothing. No berries. This is a perfect place for berries right here. Okay, we have a little bit more taiga. Still a small chance, and no. No. We're out of taiga now. We never did get a potato. There's not going to be berries up there. Let's go back this way. I'm getting ready to smelt the copper. And I guess we just smelt here. No berries. Tragic. Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait to smelt later. Let's see if there's any geodes around. We have the copper. We can smelt it while we mine or wait for the amethyst shard. Let's see. Let's be very careful here that we don't miss geodes. I still don't know what we're going to do for the potato, unless maybe we can find a shipwreck. What we need is a deep ravine, I think, for the geode. There's warm ocean and taiga this way, but it's cold taiga. I don't like cold taiga. Cold taiga's bad. Okay, what is this here? There's a deep ravine. But sadly, no geo to be seen. Okay, we've got some swamp here and some ice. Let's check for berries in this area. I really want the berries out of the way so that we can focus on one thing. Alright, this taiga is big. Help me out here, game. Very large taiga. Berries are located where? It's such a big taiga. Come on. You can do it. Berries are not here. Fantastic. All right, so another taiga and no berries. Let's grab. I already grabbed red dye. No, I still need to grab red dye for the bed. Let's get it ready. I don't need this flower anymore. This one can go. All right, there's more taiga over there. It wraps around. Let's check it. And maybe I'll be glad I did. If there's some berries here. What is that? Sheep. There's sheep. And pumpkins again. Looks like this is a good biome to get pumpkins in. Let's check there. More taiga. More taiga. We need more. Is this old growth? This might be. There's fox here. Foxes like areas with sweet berries, right? Foxes like sweet berries? I'm pretty sure they do. Are you hoarding any sweet berries over here, you greedy, greedy foxes? This is still technically taiga. This isn't. And I think we've just lost it. This was our last hope for sweet berries. And there are none. Alright, we need to find more taiga. There's some this way. I'm still hoping we'll find baked potato too, but if we can get the sweet berries done, I'm thinking the potato will just kind of fall into our lap if we find the right village. Okay, this taiga doesn't look so good, but there's some distant taiga with a village that does look good. We should be able to get red berries and potatoes at that village. And then we'll concentrate on finding a geode. And we'll probably finish in the geode. We're just at about an hour now, so we only have a few minutes left to wrap this up. 4 items remain. Okay, what's that? There's a campfire over there. There's pumpkins here. We really just need potato. And we just got it. Let's see. We don't need mushroom anymore. I'll take the bread. Do we need the logs? We don't need the logs. Let's put down a furnace somewhere here. And get this potato going. You're going to bed. If you're going to bed, I'm going to bed. We'll be bed buddies. Let's see. I can get rid of sugar cane. Oh, we should smelt copper. Let's see here. We only need 2. There we go. And now I can sleep. So we're going to get the potato. I think we can go ahead and get the bed now. So all we're missing is sweet berries and amethyst. Okay, we get our copper. There's our potato done. And there is our copper done. Excellent. So now we just look for sweet berries. Let's take our bed. Actually, you know what? We'll take this bed and we'll dye. Oh, we'll keep the purple bed. We'll dye the white one red for the item. There we go. And then we'll still have a bed for ourselves. Okay, show me those sweet berries. I know they're here somewhere. So Taiga Village, there should be sweet berries here. There's pumpkins, there's a farm. Come on, sweet berries in a Taiga Village? There must be. Okay, there's more Taiga over there as well. Let's run through this way quickly. Oh, hello, skeleton. Didn't see you there. I don't think we actually want to go. Jack-o'-lantern already made for us. Beautiful. But we don't need it. Do we go around the back then? Because I don't think there's going to be sweet berry. Oh, hiding in the back. The sweet, sweet red berries. All right, so we've got 1 item left. All we need is a geode. Give me doors on my hotbar. Don't need a furnace anymore. And let's go ahead and eat. We'll put some extra food on the hotbar if we can. Yeah, there we go. Extra food. All right, we're going to swim through the ocean now looking for a geode. And that should be the last item we need. And I think even though we're over an hour, we should have a pretty good time for this blackout challenge. Yeah, let's go down into the ocean. Okay, looking for geodes that we can spot from the surface. So we may need a ravine. but we should definitely be able to see a geode from the top. That right there, is that a geode? Did I get my boat back? Yeah, I got it. Oh, it's a shipwreck. And I thought I saw a geode over here. Okay, I guess I was mistaken. Shipwreck doesn't have amethyst on the loot table. So I'm gonna not loot the shipwreck. Let's check down here. We could just run a cave. Okay, looking low like this is a good idea. Let's get the doors ready. Okay, we need to put the doors down somewhere. That's dangerous. I don't want to take too much drowning damage here. Okay, still looking for geodes. We can breathe on these things, which is kind of convenient. While we look around, this is deep slate level. There could be a geode among the deep slate. It gets a little harder to see. It really stands out against the stone. Let's breathe again. And look up. And look left. No. Okay, I don't see any geode here. Let's go back out of this cave. I think we should be able to swim up this way. Where's that door? Oh, I picked it up. Okay, we're gonna have to place another door. Here we go, and swim out we shall. All right, let's go ahead and look under here for a geode. See, it's a lot easier to intensify your search for something when it's concentrated in one area. There would have been copper here. Yeah, I don't know. I think we should go back up and look down again. Let me look real quick down here. It's risky to get drawn into one of these cave areas. All right, let's go to the surface. All right, let's see if we can spot something from up top. This is pretty deep here, this ocean. We should be able to see down through the water. It's a little hard with the boat in the way, but we have to deal with it. Okay, this is a deep ravine here. Let's take a closer look. There's diamonds here. I don't think we need diamonds for anything. Let's breathe on this. I see tough. Lapis, diamonds, no geodes are visible. Let's go back out again. There was still another way to go this way that we didn't check. Let's look around. Yeah, I don't see anything here. This is not a good place for a geode, apparently. How do I get out of here? The way I came in, I guess. Let's try through here. Might just be another dead end. Yes, it's a dead end. All right, let's wait for full air bubbles this time. There we go. I need all the air that I can get to get out of this cave. Here we go. Here's the exit. Yeah, this was a good ravine. It just didn't have a geode in it. Let's keep looking this way. It takes a lot of concentration Okay, if I can't find one using this method in the next couple minutes, since we're 5 minutes past the hour, we'll just jump into a cave and run it until we find a geode. It's going to be a little frustrating, but we might be able to get that to work. What's down here? Okay, let's breathe here. I like this area. Looks decent. It's not too low. All right, let's see if we can get into a cave here. We'll put a door here. And let's go ahead and mine in. Yes, there is a cave here. It looks like it is a lush cave. You know what I need to do? Here, let's put some light down here. I need to craft a new axe. What can I use? I have enough iron left over. Let's use iron. My pick might break soon too, so let's replace that. And that's much better. I don't think we need the shovel anymore. All right, where do we go? Down into the lush cave, I guess. We'll just go down 2 by 2. Something like this. Looking for a cave. Deep slate. Uh-oh. We're a little bit low. And I need there to be a cave here. I'm not certain that there is. Okay, there's a cave here. Let's jump on this moss block. Okay, it's lush cave, just like I thought it would be. There's abandoned mine shaft here. That's not great. That's scary. All right, let's get rid of this moss block. I just need to see a geode from here. I see axolotl. All right, let's jump into this water. Perfect landing. Okay, let's eat some food then. Which way do we go? I kind of want to stay out of the mine shaft. I hear skeletons. That's not great. There's a spore blossom. That would have been rad a while ago. There's a rail here, but it's not an activated rail. Geodes might be a little bit difficult to spot in this cave. But we're going to run around until we find one. This looks good. Full of lava. Okay, I'm concentrating my efforts in every direction and it's not working. Let's pick a direction and go. More diamonds here? Do we care about diamonds anymore? Not this late in the game. Take them anyway. I might need tools later. Oh, one more. All right, where do we go now? Spider there. Man, we could run this cave all day and not find a geode. Let's go up this way. They're just so hard to see, and they can be anywhere. In the ceiling, in the wall. I wish I made a shield. That looked like a geode. Where did I just see that? Oh, maybe it was just ore? Thought I saw a geode, but it could have been just like a lapis or something. Whoa, look at all those mobs. Okay, nothing this way. Let's check down here. Water bucket would be nice. There we go. We've got ourselves a geode. Now it's really open here, but we're just gonna craft quickly and leave. So let's grab amethyst bud. One that's ready to harvest, like this one. Hey, there we go. And then we'll put this down and make a spyglass. A little bit late, but we finished the blackout challenge. Wow, look at that. Fireworks looked amazing inside the geode here. All right, we're out of time for this episode. We finished the blackout challenge. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next Minecraft challenge. I guess we'll try to do another blackout on Saturday, and then the other 2 days of the week we'll just do 5 in a row. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Can't believe we did it. What's our time? About 1 hour 11? I'm going to say 1 hour 11. I didn't see the seconds. All right. See you in the next episode.